a topic which is always a fascinating topic for the law student, because generally we believe that as per statement of Justice Krishna Iyer, bail is a rule and jail should be an exception. Taking this into consideration, in this video, I am going to discuss about the bail application filed by the Chief Minister of Delhi, Arvind Kejriwal, and the decision on the bail application taken by the Supreme Court in this time. So first of all, I just want to discuss what are the important legal provisions which were invoked by the Chief Minister of Delhi to take the bail, as well as what are the important considerations which were taken by the Supreme Court to grant him bail. So first of all, just give the brief, I am just trying to give a brief story behind this episode, that the Chief Minister of Delhi was alleged to have involved in particular offence related to the conspiracy in the liquor policy, which means to say a corruption involved in the liquor policy, and he was alleged to have committed an offence under Prevention of Money Laundering Act of 2002. So he was detained in the prison, he was he was in the prison, and then he filed an application for bail. He also filed an application for interim bail, and I hope that you understand there is a difference between interim bail as a proper bail. So interim bail is just a temporary bail application which is to be granted for temporary period of time, for short period of time. When Arvind Kejriwal filed an application for interim bail, Delhi High Court rejected it. The reason behind this was, that Enforcement Directorate has made this statement that we have sufficient evidence against him, and he was seeking bail for the reason is that he wanted to campaign for the election in this recent general Lok Sabha. So it was stated that there is no such right by which you can claim the bail that you are going to campaign for the election, and Delhi High Court rejected it and saying that we are having sufficient evidence in regard that. To protest this bail, to this decision of the Delhi High Court, Chief Minister of Delhi filed an application in Supreme Court of India. There is the Apex Court of India, and it was expected that he will get the judgment in his favor. Now he filed an application which is an interim application and saying that he is a prominent political leader. He is also Chief Minister of particular state, and he want to campaign for the election, because if he failed to campaign for the election, that it will surely disturb the moral of the political party as well as the people who represent this political party. So it was held that we want to have the proper representation so that fair election should be possible. If you are not allowing me to campaign for the election, then obviously it will have adverse effect on not just on the political party but also on the fair election. Second point that he raised, that when we are asking about this bail application and the Enforcement Directorate is protesting this grant of application, he properly referred to important section, and one section was section 19 of the PMLA and section 45 of the said act. As per section 19 of Prevention of Money Laundering Act, remember student, there is a provision that the bail will not be granted if there are proper evidence in this regard, if there are sufficient evidence in this context. And second important thing, that the magistrate is appropriately satisfied that the prosecution is to be commenced and to be taken into consideration. So if there are prima facie there are sufficient evidence and the magistrate is still satisfied in this context. So the applicant protested these two things, that there are not sufficient evidence against him. There was simply an allegation that he was involved in the conspiracy of liquor policy. So we don't have the sufficient evidence. There is one statement of the co-accused and it cannot be taken as a relevant evidence to protest this bail application. Secondly, he said that as he is having the right to campaign for the election, it should be protected for the purpose of fair election, and he also sought for the article number 14 of the Constitution of India. Remember student, article 14 of the Constitution of India talks about equality of law and equal protection of the law. So he says that why he is not granted the bail application when generally the person is granted bail application where there is no prima facie evidence. So these were the following important provisions that were raised. Enforcement Directorate protested this application, saying that there is no such kind of right in whole jurisprudence of India where a political party, a political leader is given the right to campaign for the election and he is seeking the relief of bail in that ground. There is no such right. There is no such fundamental right. There is no such statutory right which is allowing a person who is already in imprisonment, he is in jail and he is seeking the interim bail for the purpose of campaigning election. So these were the protesting statement by enforcement directed. And finally, the Supreme Court of India, taking all the facts into consideration, granted bail application to the CM Kejriwal. The facts were that of course there are not prima facie sufficient evidence to say that this particular person is involved in the conspiracy in the liquor policy. There are prima facie, there are some cases, but they are not to be taken into as much seriousness as to reject the interim bail. This was the first instance the Supreme Court has held. Second important point, Supreme Court said that of course in India we talk about the fair election when there is a general election period. This is actually the general election of the Lok Sabha is going on. So in this fact, we cannot bypass the right of the contestant as well as the right of people who are representing this political party. So that is what Supreme Court of India has given 21 days interim bail to the CM Kejriwal. And it is not absolute. Remember student, there were some very rigorous conditions were imposed. Like some of the conditions are that, number first, during this period when he is campaigning for the election, he will not participate, he will not enter into the chief minister's premises. When he will not be a part of that particular house to be designated, he is a CM, so he can reside in the CM house. The court said no. During that period of 21 days, you will not reside in the CM house, even you cannot enter in the secretariat of the CM during this period. Second important thing, that condition was imposed that this applicant will not be allowed to make any kind of statement against this pending decision. He will not make any kind of statement during rallies, during campaigning, that what has happened in this liquor policy and why he was involved, what was the conspiracy, what was the decision. So he will not say about this thing. The third important condition, remember student, is that he will not try to tamper, interfere or connect or communicate with those persons who are alleged to have been involved in that particular corruption liquor policy. So these were the important conditions that was raised, and ultimately the CM is to surrender on 2nd of June 2024 in the Tihar jail. So after campaigning this, he is to surrender himself. So this was the temporary bail which was granted to the CM of Delhi, Arvind Kejriwal. So taking all these facts together, one more thing that I want to say, that who were the judges who have given this verdict, we need to understand. So there were two judges, that Honorable Justice Sanjeev Khanna and other, that is Honorable Justice Dipankar Datta. So they have granted this bail, which is an interim bail actually, to this particular person for some certain period of time, not absolutely, but having some certain conditions. In case he violates any of the condition which is mentioned in the bail application, then his bail can be cancelled. So this was all in terms of this bail granted to Arvind Kejriwal, CM of Delhi. So as a law student, we need to understand why he was granted bail, what were the provisions and what were the constitutional jurisprudence in this context. So I just want to explain you that Supreme Court tried to make a harmonious balance between the right of the political person, that is the CM Kejriwal, as well as the right of those persons who are saying that the bail is not to be granted in exceptional cases. In fact, the Prevention of Money Laundering Act of 2002. So Supreme Court settled down this position and granted this interim bail with some certain condition. This was all from my side. Thanks for watching this video.